And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. You look at this Arizona defense, and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And when those add up into big mistakes add up into points against you.
Now McCarthy finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
You think about the great receivers in the game, what do they have in common? The ability to create separation in their routes. Whether it's a head fake, a sharp cut, selling a different route, the subtle bump, it's a tough skill to teach. And this is well done here to get open and pick up the first down.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here's McCarthy. And that'll be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's a handoff out of the gun. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
3rd and goal, McCarthy. Over the middle, it's complete. And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And this one is right through. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The drive will begin with a run by Benson. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5. Young to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. You look at this defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
To the air with McCarthy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Well, not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On first down, it's Benson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throwing, Young. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Looking to throw, Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. A give left side for Benson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about...
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. It was Miles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Young. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. There go play action. Here's McCarthy. Flushed out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Good work there. You're going to see on play action, they run an out route with the receiver on the outside and let the tight end work the seam in the area beyond him. A great concept, and it leads to a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Vikings at 2-1 now to start the campaign. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Throwing is McCarthy. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here at 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. That's a strong safety making a strong, hard tackle.
And we know his coach. Doesn't smile a whole lot, does he? How about that grin right there, ear to ear after that play?
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Here's Young from the shotgun. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And this will be taken at the 13. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times, and maybe.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A huge play there for Arizona. 52 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Out of the gun, it's Young. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cards come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And able to get this out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the 1st down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the 1st down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Fighting his way through contact. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. They run over center with Benson. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Miles Murphy picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick six, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 27 yards there, a first down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, McCarthy. He gets it to Addison. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They're going to empty the backfield here, so you know this ball is likely to come out quick. They let the 4 outside receivers run deeper routes and then let the tight end just make a beeline across the formation. He's able to make the catch and turn it into good yardage and a first.
Touchdown, Vikings! Jordan Addison, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Young to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth. Now Young. Escaping the pressure right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Young. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Now Young. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down. Young will set to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
The Cardinals on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. In motion, the tight end. Young now. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now McCarthy. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. George Kittle from 19 yards away. And the Vikings have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A give. Here comes Benson to the 43, second down. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw, Young. That is caught. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. On the handoff, Benson running right. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now. And down inside the 15 he goes. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one. Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it. And the tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 9-yard line, second and 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin. Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey Benson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second